intuitive guidance. Give me a minute to get Instagram on board and we'll jump right in. We've got a card from the Priestess of Light deck today. There we go. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hello there. So YouTube is working again. Yay. I have no idea why we had that little glitch, but whatever. As long as we've got it fixed, well, moving on. So welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance for this fine Tuesday. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, ready to share with you some wisdom, give you something to think about and talk about, share with friends today, because we can all use some positive things to talk about, right? So hope you all had a good Monday, got the week off to a good start. It was a beautiful day. I, now having declared myself semi-retired, spent some time sitting on the porch, watching traffic, watching the bees. It was good. It was good. So let me just check in here. I'm hearing breathing. Okay, so let's do a little breathing together. If you want to tap, feel free, go ahead and tap it. Let's focus on the breath today. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Why don't you notice the temperature of the air as it comes in through your nose? Breathe in, out through the mouth. What do you notice there? Really tuning in to the physical aspect of breath. Breathe in, breathe out. Let your shoulders drop. Breathing in, breathing out. Wiggling a little bit, noticing if there's any snap, crackle, pops in your neck. Breathe in, breathe out. Now check in with yourself to see if there's any lightheadedness. If yes, it means you're not breathing deeply enough throughout your day. So let's practice together, shall we? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. And one more, holding at the top. Breathe in, hold, and let it go. Isn't that lovely? When we actually focus on the breath, it serves us so much better than when we just ignore it. And oftentimes, the only time we pay attention to our breath is when we're having trouble with it in some way. We're underwater and we can't breathe. We're laying on our side in bed and not breathing well. Good morning, Nancy. Welcome. Glad you're here. We are out in smoky or unclean air, so we're trying not to breathe a whole lot. Or something smells bad, so we're not breathing much. Those are about the only times we pay attention to the breath. So bringing it to conscious mind, even a couple of times a day, is really, really good for us. Really good for us. And again, since July is likely to be a relatively tumultuous month, breath becomes all the more important because everything moves on the breath, as the quote goes, which means that when we frozen breathe, i.e. not breathing much, things can't move along the way they're meant to. So move into that flow with the breath. The breath creates the flow. All right. So we have the Priestess of Light deck by Sandra Ann Taylor and Kimberly Weber today. And looks like on this fine Tuesday, everybody's staying in bed late. But we have our diehards, Jonil and Nancy here, and many of our other diehard folks are just not here right now. Interesting. Okay, whoops, pages are coming out of the book. This is the book that likes to fall apart. Our card, if you have the deck, it's number 28. It's Abundance. And there is the goddess Lakshmi, who is about wealth and abundance. And if you want to create more abundance in your world, one of the things that they suggest that you do is put some, good morning, Gwen, glad you're here, welcome. We had slim pickings for a bit here. All the diehards are now in the house except for maybe a couple. There's Beth. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. Put a picture of Lakshmi or some kind of reference to her or something that to you represents prosperity in the, let me think, it's the northwest corner of the house, I believe. It's feng shui. So if you really want to know for sure, and not just go on my intuition or my memory, which is so long. Yeah. Look under feng shui for the goddess Lakshmi or abundance, and it will give you the guidance on what to do. So there she is. And the additional words that go along with her. Hello, Barb. Glad you're here. Welcome. Abundance, fortune, wealth, and plenty. Pay attention to your reaction to that. Fortune, wealth, and plenty. Right now, those are not concepts that are going over real well because we have examples of the abuse of all of the above evidenced on a daily basis. That is not what this is about. This kind of abundance, there's nothing saying that abundance can't be of a shared nature and that those who have great abundance can't be philanthropic with what they have received. So be careful not to get that feeling about abundance, wealth, money, all the things. And we're going to also expand the definition of that shortly. So if I can hold my book together here and hold the card up for you to see. Abundance, fortune, wealth, plenty. The goddess Lakshmi holds out her hands in divine offering. Notice what she's doing there. Divine offering, not receiving, divine offering. We offer first. The flow begins. We receive gratefully and graciously. We give in the same manner. We need practice. I know that. The universe responds with such abundant blessings that gold coins come cascading down. The gold in her gown and on her neck, ears, and wrists shines with the life-giving light of the sun, which radiates upward from the top of her head. She's kind of like a sparkler. She is the light of the world, bringing boundless generosity. And hear that word, generosity. There's something we'd like to see applied to wealth, correct? If I have a lot, I will share with you what I have. I know more is coming. Flow, flow, flow. This portends a time of great joy and receptivity for you. Notice those words, joy and receptivity. The prosperity you've been longing for is coming your way. An investment may pay off, or an unexpected windfall may appear. But even if the increase in wealth comes slowly at first, the abundance is sure to expand as you allow yourself to focus on the present value already in your life. So do you count your blessings? There's a reason that old saw existed. Count your blessings. Count your blessings. Do that. Always remember that value comes in many forms. There is good fortune in nature, friendship, and the simple moments of small joys. This grateful awareness will shine in your life like a sweet violet aura around Lakshmi's luminous being. So notice the violet aura around the top of her head. Count my blessings and more than I can count. Fabulous, fabulous. Found retirement money. Yes. What a great thing that is. They're putting out the lists now of people who have unclaimed property. Look at the list. See if you're there. I mean, there's pages and pages and pages of that published in our local newspaper. I've had that happen twice, I think, where I had unclaimed property. And it was like payments from clients or whatever that somehow didn't make it through the system. And the government publishes this list of all the unclaimed property. Yeah, quite interesting. At Lakshmi's feet, baby elephants. Can you see the little buggers? There they are. Herald the arrival of true prosperity, bringing with them an energy of strength and peaceful certainty. This card is telling you to rest assured, for great joy and prosperity will soon be expanding throughout your life. Okay, breath. Let it go. The affirmation is, I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Let me say that one again. I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe, because there is indeed more than we can count. More than we can count. Unlimited wealth is coming to me in wonderful and unexpected ways. In wonderful and unexpected ways. What if that's the blooming of your garden? Something something coming to fruition in your garden. What if that's a new tree getting planted or sprouting? What if that's new neighbors moving in? Wrote out a grateful list yesterday and it made you feel good. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. That is often awesome. It's often too, I hope. That'd be great. I sat on the porch yesterday and I was just looking around, counting the blessings, whether they were mine or they were owned by someone else. We can share blessings. So my neighbor has a beautiful little hosta garden in the front of his yard. Good morning, Ruth Ann. Glad you are here. And he and his wife benefit from that beautiful little hosta garden, but I do as well because I can see it from my porch. There's an angel standing in the middle of it, surrounded by hostas, and it's this little bitty peak of like a little triangle. It's a mid-century modern house, so it's little brick 3-bedroom ranch, you know the type. And between the garage, which is attached, in the house, there's this little triangle that they have now. And the person who lived there previously was an elderly man, and he couldn't have cared one whit about gardening. So it was just a little patch of dirt that sat there for years. And I wanted to run over there and put some of my extras in there. He probably would have mowed them. Anyway, these folks love to garden. So they have blessed my view with an angel and a bunch of hostas. Gotta love it. Thank you, Gwen, for posting that. Let's make this our mantra today, shall we? I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. I already feel an expansiveness with that. I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Say it with me, please. I open my mind and my life to the blessings of the universe. Repeat, repeat, repeat. So that is it for today. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember that you are capable of far more than you think you are, and there is far more available to you than you can even conceive of. Open yourself to receive. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.